Hi, everybody. Before we get started today, I wanted to make sure you did not miss out on the free bottles of Zelderberry lozenges being given away right now over at Equalife. You can find the exact link at stevencabral.com/Equalife for all the details, but we're giving away 500 bottles of our trademarked Zelderberry lozenges. Amazing product that combines all of the benefits of zinc at 25 milligrams with elderberry extract. These are clinically studied ingredients to help slow and stop viruses from replicating. Check it out right now over at stevencabral.com/Equalife. Take care. Now enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here today on our Wellness and Weight Loss Wednesday show here in the Cabral Concept. We are going to take a little break from our Wellness Weight Loss Wednesday show to bring you a fun podcast on our updated 2021 holiday shopping guide. So every single year since 2017, I have shared with you, I believe, a lot of great gift ideas, healthy shopping gift ideas for the holidays. And also I'm going to share today actual products that I still use today. So people a lot of times write in, they say, hey, are you still using the Apollo? Are you still using the Muse? Are you still using this shower filter? Are you still So I'm going to go over that today as well. So I'm going to give you the updated list. That is over at stevencabral.com/2112. stevencabral.com/2112. And you will get all of those links to all of those products. And you know, every single day, I have all of those links over at stevencabral.com/resources. You can find the different type of coffee or tea that I recommend. You can find the ginger tea that I recommend, the cold brew. You can find what else? Apple cider vinegar that I recommend, the sea salt, the Himalayan salt. So literally everything is there. The blenders I use, the cooking pans, let's see, what else? The wake lights, the bamboo sheets, all of those things. So we're going to go over all of those today. Not every single one, but the ones that I use the most often and that I also believe will be great gift ideas. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to actually pull from gift ideas that I gave you last year, see if that I still recommend them, see if I'm still using them, and if I do, I'll add them to my list for this year. So the nice thing is I also try to break it out into categories, which means that under $50 gift ideas versus $100 versus $300 and up, right? Because there's different categories. It's basically, hey, how close am I to this person? How much am I going to spend on this individual? And of course, that may vary. So I'm going to give you the $50 and under right now, right out of the gates. What do I still use? What am I still recommending? Blue blocking glasses. Do I still like them? 100% I do. I like them for multiple reasons. One, that they do filter blue light at night, which is nice. You still want to be turning down your lights. Turn on those amber lights that I've talked about before. Turn on your salt lamps. And yes, I still use my salt lamps at night. But put on your blue blockers, no doubt about it. And why? It does two things, right? Filters out the blue light, but also, and it's about 95% of the blue light if you get the orange, not the yellow, but the actual orange, like the darker glasses. And what I'll say is this, but it puts you in the mode that, you know, okay, I've got my blue blockers on. It is now time to begin to unwind and relax. So it's kind of that switch button that when you put them on after dinner, okay, time to unwind. So still use those $50 and under EMF blocking cases for the iPhone as well as your iPads. So my daughters still have their iPad cases for long trips and like long car trips or plane trips and everyday use. What we do is we use a blocking pad underneath laptops, right, at their desk or on their lap. I don't ever have them put them on their lap. But let's say in the car with their iPad, okay, EMF blocking case, laptops. If my wife's on hers, she puts a pad underneath as well. I'll link that up. That will be a little bit new for this year since we have not linked that up before as well. I'll just add it to the list. So EMF laptop pad. Okay, what else? Binaural beats. Not only are they very inexpensive, you can find lots of free ones that I've shared before right on YouTube. But I give my recommendations right today. It's the ones that I still use. I've been using them now, maybe 2011, 2012. They're my favorite without a doubt. The whole tones ones, so those are great. There's lots of great ones, but that's what I still use. Essential oil diffusers. Yes, I use them especially in the winter, and my wife has always used them in our home as well. I'm trying to point to it over my shoulder, but it's actually pretty low right behind me, and I like to use it in my office as well. During the winter, I love using Thieves-based oil. It has a nice wintry autumn-based smell. Also good for the immune system, and but I like using others as well, like essential oils of. Let's see, eucalyptus, one of my favorite. Lavender, I certainly use quite a bit. We use that a lot in our house. Sometimes some mint, I'll do that. So there's a bunch of favorites that I have. Okay, the next one is Himalayan sea salts, under $50, very inexpensive. Again, we'll provide all of the links at stephencabral.com/2112 or /resources. Himalayan salt lamps, literally, use them in my home. We have one in every bedroom. We have one in our living room, and we have one in my office. So I'm a huge fan. I think there's a nice ambiance to it. There's a little bit of negative ions that are released, and it is real salt. You see those things start to melt when they've been on for a bit. And so that's it, $50 and under. And I also put on there the lab selection call. Really nice. You might not know a functional medicine at-home lab to purchase for a friend or relative or family members, but for $49, you can actually give them a lab selection call where that will be applied to any lab of their choice. All right, $100 and under, so under $100, the shower and or bath filters, and those are right around the $50 mark, so you can actually get some for lower, might be $39. I've recommended a bunch of shower filters before. Berkey has one. They're typically out of stock. Aqua Bliss is a great one. And then the bath filter that we use as well for my daughters, and my wife likes to do Epsom salt baths and some essential oils as well. So that's there too. The laptop pad, I actually had that last year. So it made the list and we are still using it. Bamboo sheets. Honestly, I wouldn't go back to sleeping on regular sheets. And I know that sounds I just said it and I'm like, that sounds kind of like, a little too, elitist or whatever. But honestly, they're not more expensive. They really aren't. They're not that much more expensive. And it's night and day. So if you sleep on like a regular cotton sheet, it's a little scratchy. It's a little dry. You sleep on bamboo sheets, they last basically forever, and they're so soft. It's unbelievable. So you get a better night's sleep, no doubt about it. I'm a huge advocate of bamboo sheets. They're also sustainable, non-toxic, better for the environment. I could go on. One of my favorite things to share with people is some home exercise equipment that can easily cost you under $100. So you can get like the inverted equalizer bars, you can get a set of bands, you can get some of the less expensive adjustable dumbbells. Really great gifts. I use those. They're going to be at my over 300 gift though, because the adjustable dumbbells that I bought are over $100. But remember, like a typical gym membership might be $29 a month, $49 a month. In Boston, $100 or more a month. So if you're going to do at-home workouts, a good set that's easy to switch between weights, for sure it's worth it. No doubt about it. If you use it, it'll pay for itself. And then, of course, I have the 7-day functional medicine Eco-Life Detox, which we do every single quarter. Great gifts, still under $100. How about $300 or more? Well, I should say under $300. Apologies, under $300. Get yourself a great water filter. So again, these are things that I'm also using every day. Berkey water filter, 100%. It's a great one to use. Yes, you could do a whole home filter, but that's going to be a lot more expensive. You can get a less expensive exercise bike, believe it or not, for under $300, which seems like a steal, and it is a steal. So one of the things that I want to share with you is that for a couple $100s, you can go a little bit more, you can purchase a home gym for a spouse that is always talking about it, right? Or a partner that just says like, if only I had a home gym. You could imagine if you bought it all, set it up, and they had their own home gym. They had an exercise bike, they had adjustable dumbbells, they had bands. What else? They had maybe TRX or equalizer bars to do inverted rows, a stability ball. We're talking about setting up a real great quality gym where then they could do at-home online workouts, and they'd be able to do that before they head off to work or 20, 30 minutes before dinner. I'm telling you right now, it is one of my favorite, that's one of my favorite gifts, that if someone really wanted that and they would use it, well, it's life-changing, right? They're going to improve their health, improve their overall body, improve their strength, improve their longevity. So I love that one. I'm going to go through individual ones in a moment, but that's one of my favorite for sure. Still using the Rogue upright exercise bike. I've used the Schwinn Airdyne bike many times in the past. Had it at 2 of my locations in Boston, and definitely recommend those. Now, they're a bit more expensive. Will they last pretty much forever? Yes. Can you get an upright bike that's less expensive and not fan-based? Yes. And can you get that for under $300? 100%. You can get it at half price. So again, just kind of go with the budget that works for you, and you can always upgrade in the future. I didn't have a home Rogue Airdyne bike until the pandemic. When gyms were closed, I'm like, okay, well, instead of me paying whatever I was paying for an expensive membership in Boston, I'm going to buy all my own equipment. I'm going to buy, and I didn't need that much. I already had bands. I already had I had a pull-up bar that I could put in a doorway. So what did I get? I got an Airdyne bike, and I also got like the Bowflex type dumbbells, but not the Bowflex brand. So, and I'll link those up as well. Those are definitely over the $300, or right around that mark. They're right around that mark, and great investment for me. They were right in my office. I could use them. So fantastic. And one other thing that I'll say that I'm using and still using, but remember, you have to keep these things out. My rebounder, right? The little mini trampoline, I wasn't using it. You know why I wasn't using it? Because it wasn't out. So I said, okay, in my office, I'm literally going to put the trampoline in the middle of the office. That's what I did. So now I see it and I jump on it a couple times a day. And that's a great way to use a rebounder, right? To get that blood flowing. It wakes the body back up. It moves circulation. So great thing to do. And that I believe that trampoline might be around like, it's going to be between $50 and $100. All right. So I'll link that up as well. Another thing that I use for right around $300, probably like $290, is the Air Doctor. So in the past, I've recommended the IQ Air, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's literally hospital grade. They use them in clean rooms in hospitals. That means when they can't have any germs, for somebody with real immune-based imbalances, they can use an IQ Air system. They're that amazing. However, it's more than twice as expensive as an Air Doctor. So you could get 2 Air Doctors for less than the price of an IQ Air. I still love IQ Air. I'm not saying anything against it. Love IQ Air. But you can get 2, maybe even close to 3 with their sales. And I also have a coupon code. I have no idea what that is. But if you go to stevencabral.com/resources, it will be under that, because the companies oftentimes give our community those coupon codes. You'll be able to get 2 or 3 for the same price. So if you have a big house, what I do and recommend, you can move it from room to room once or twice a day. It's very lightweight, easy to use, and it works. It's legit. I mean, there's great research behind it. So Air Doctor Air Filter, definitely recommend it. A couple now bio-tracking based devices. Right around the $250 to $300 mark is the Oura Ring. Still wear my Oura Ring every single day. I get paid nothing for promoting the Oura Ring or the Apple Watch, and I recommend them both. If you only want to do one, that probably makes sense. You don't need to wear both like I do. However, what I recommend is checking out the podcast that I did on the Oura Ring versus Apple Watch, because there's clear differences. They're clearly meant for really 2 different uses, and I'll link that up today as well. So let's put that in the notes. Link up Apple Watch versus Oura. And Oura just came out with a Gen 3 that I will be doing a podcast on very soon. And Apple came out with their Apple 6 that I've already talked about for that upgrade. All right. So that's that. Again, advocates of both. They're great. If someone wants to just know real time heart rate variability, which is anybody dealing with massive levels of stress or anxiety or maybe Cushing's disease, things like that, even Addison's disease, then the Leaf Therapeutics device, not something I wear anymore, but a great device to tell you ongoing heart rate variability during the day. I am currently chatting with a company that is making their own, which is pretty fantastic. I'm sworn to secrecy, as they say, about that. But right now, the Leaf has a great one, and you wear it right underneath your left chest. So that is that with the biometric trackers. What am I not using anymore for these bio-based devices? Well, I'm no longer using the Muse headband, not because I don't like it, but simply it's one of those things time-wise. If I made it part of my daily routine, I could definitely add it in. There's no doubt about it, but it's kind of slipped away. So I just want to be honest with you. It's kind of slipped to the side a bit. I think it's great, but it's definitely slipped a bit. Anybody who's looking to get into meditation, it's a great starter way to do that. It's amazing. They gamify it. Okay. What am I not using anymore? The Apollo Neuro. Not using that as much anymore. Not because, again, I'm not a fan of it, but I don't typically think to put that on my other wrist to send those that basically haptic feedback, the vibrations, into the nervous system to help calm the central nervous system. So not using that as much. And what else can I say? I don't use the Huso vibration-based technology as much for calming that parasympathetic. However, I'm a huge fan of that. Still do recommend it. And it's one of those things that I should be doing more of, especially when I'm using my PEMF mat, which is the next category that I'm getting to, which is over $500. I'm a huge advocate of the PEMF mat. Everybody that I recommend to loves it. They're expensive. There's no doubt about it. But why is it great? You literally put it on your couch, and if you're watching TV at night, you just lay on it and get the benefits. Like that's the nice thing. I have my PEMF mat to go, which is half the price. It's about $500. And again, we have coupon codes for both. And I put it on my chair. So this chair right here, I showed you when I had the virus, I would keep that on my chair because I was still working the whole time in my office. Again, I have a private office away from all other people. I was in my quarantine, and I put that on, and I would have that on for like an hour or two a day. So that's that with the PEMF mat. Huge fan of it. One thing that I am still using, I got it 6 months ago and I'm still using it now, is the infrared sauna blanket. Why? We're living in kind of an in-between place right now. Don't have as much room for my regular sauna. This is a blanket that folds up that I can put under my couch or bed. We keep it under the bed. And you can lie in your bed with it. You can lie on the couch with it if you want. I found it easier to lie on the bed. And what it is a blanket that acts as a sauna, infrared, and it heats up faster, so you start sweating sooner. So that's a great product as well. That is also about, I'd say, half the price of a typical sauna as well. And it's low EMF because, they put the battery, the electronic part of it, at the very end where the feet are away from the rest of your body. So great device, really well designed. Okay, what else for 500 plus? 100%. Actually, the 300 right around there, you can get the starter kit at-home lab test, and then 500 plus the big 5 labs. If you have someone that's looking to get healthier, nothing better than the big 5 labs, that's for sure. And if you know anybody and they're looking to learn more about natural health, they want to become a certified health coach, have them check out the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute. Okay. What else am I adding to the list for this year? I talked about it, the PEMF mat. I talked about it, the infrared sauna blanket. These are a little bit more expensive. I'm going back to using the rebounder. The rebounder is not on my list. I'll be adding it to my list. Huge fan, inexpensive, moves the lymphatic system, great for anti-aging. Another thing that I use, not every day, but I use it I would say 2 times a week, is the Renpho scale that I recommended last year. Easy. They've got a really nice interface for their app. It costs nothing except the cost of the scale, so there's no cost to use the app. And it's great at tracking all of your different biometrics and weight and you have to take hydration, all those things with a grain of salt through bioelectrical impedance, but it's a great scale and it's very inexpensive. So there's that. Okay, adjustable dumbbells. I told you that I upgraded this year to adjustable dumbbells that are like the Bowflex, but not the Bowflex, and therefore not as expensive. I always like saving a little bit of money. I'm happy to save a little bit of money to not necessarily use the brand name. And plus, during the pandemic, you couldn't get a pair of Bowflex dumbbells except for like $800 through like resellers. So I was like, well, I'm not going to pay $800 for adjustable dumbbells. So I was able to get a great set of dumbbells that actually go up to, I believe, 85 pounds instead of 55 pounds with the Bowflex. So I was very happy to be able to get that heavy a set. And that's each dumbbell, 85 pounds. So huge fan. And I love that. Like I said, setting up a home gym for someone, just the act of setting it up, not even necessarily investing in everything, game changer, amazing, super simple to do. I've got all the different resources at stephencabral.com/resources under the exercise section, or it's all broken out in sections. Okay, believe it or not, I am still using my wake light after 10 years. I mean, it's been that long. Maybe it's been 12. I have no idea how long. A long time. But what I did was I did upgrade to that newer Philips. So the older Philips, okay, I recommended the Hatch before. It was just too much technology for me. So I've talked about the Hatch. I like it. I love all the different glowing colors. I like simplicity. I really do. The whole like feng shui in the bedroom, minimalist, keep minimal things in there. Couple plants maybe for oxygen, right? I've got a little nightstand, just a book and like maybe a little liquid melatonin on it. I've got maybe some throat spray on it if I need it during the night. And then I've got my wake light probably about like 5-6 feet away from the bed. And it's plug-in. So we're not talking about EMFs. That's another reason why I like it. So I'm a huge fan. I really am. The wake light is a game changer. You wake up naturally. What it does, if you haven't heard of it before, it increases light every basically 1 minute to get brighter and brighter and wake you up naturally with light. If you don't wake up after 30 minutes of the bright light, you're in a really deep sleep. You probably need the sleep, but it will wake you up with nature-based sounds like birds chirping. So if any of these things, though, sound interesting to you and you want to learn more, I have a podcast, a Friday review on every single one of these. So you can always just type it in to stephencabral.com/podcast because we're not going to link up every one to the podcast because we want to link it up to the actual product. All right. People ask me all the time, are you using the Awara or the avocado mattress? Okay. I have the Awara mattress in Boston, and in our main place, we have the avocado. And I know decisions, right? So here's what I found, and the recommendation for most people. Awara is a more firm mattress. Avocado is a softer mattress, especially if you get the pillow topper. Okay. If you like your mattress a little firmer, go with Awara. If you like it a little softer, go with avocado. They're both phenomenal mattresses. They're both super clean, super green. You can't go wrong. The Awara is much less expensive. It's at least $500 less expensive. So if you want to save a little money, Awara, especially with the coupon code that we have too, is a great company. They really are. Could you say that avocado is a little cleaner, a little greener? I think you can. I think you can make that argument. But I think you're good to go with both. And I'm very happy with both. All right. Other things, for whatever reason, can't believe that it's not on my list. And I have no idea why. A blender, a good quality blender. If you want the lower end, good quality, go with the Ninja. If you want middle, but great quality, go with BlendTech. If you want the best of the best in the world, go with the Vitamix. Do you pay for it? Yeah, 100%. It's $500. There's no doubt about it. The BlendTech is maybe $300. The Ninja is maybe $100, right? So there's different levels. I go with the big 64 ounce container. We use it 3 times a day, 4 times a day. Sometimes if we're making like mashed purple sweet potatoes or things like that, or yams. Huge advocate, huge fan. We use it every day. I still use Purity Coffee. I think they're an amazing brand, cleanest brand that I know of. And again, I have links and discounts for people on that. As I said before, still use all my water filters. Definitely big fan of that. Talked about the Ear Doctors, talked about the salt lamp. People ask me, are you still using the Soma Vedic? The answer is yes. But as I told you before, when my wife saw this beautiful, glowing, green Soma Vedic Medic. She took it out of my office. Well, she asked nicely, hey, what does this do? And I said, well, this actually helps your body absorb more scalar frequencies rather than EMF frequencies in a room in the house. So she said, well, why don't we have one at home? I said, well, these are amazing. I like them. They're a couple $100. I just didn't think about maybe buying one. And she said, well, can we take this one from your office into our living room at home where we spend the majority of our time? And I said, how can I say no to that? So our Soma Vedic Medic is in the living room in our home where we spend the most time. So it is beautiful. It is amazing. I am a huge fan of it. So that is my updated list for 2021. Feel free to text me at stephencabral.com/text if you're thinking about a healthy holiday item. Feel free to post a comment on Instagram or YouTube. Happy to get back to you as well. And of course, share this show. Share this healthy lifestyle, these healthy gifts with other people in your life. Feel free to send them the website, whatever works for you. And of course, thank you so much for your support of the Cabral concept. All the links today will be at stephencabral.com/2112 or stephencabral.com/resources. Take care, everyone. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. I appreciate you. I truly do. So thank you so much. And as a valued listener of the show, I want to let you know about our Zeldaberry Immuno Lozenges giveaway. This is a product that not enough people know about. So I literally told the Equilife team, I said, listen, I want to be able to share this product with more people so they know about the big benefits of Zeldaberry. Zeldaberry is a specific trademark product that we've created that provides the clinical benefits of elderberry extract. If you've never heard about elderberry, this is something that has now been used successfully in clinical trials to actually destroy and kill viruses by stopping that viral-based replication. And one of the perfect pairings with elderberry is zinc. Zinc is also now clinically proven to help stop viral-based replication. And for the common cold, zinc helps your body recover typically 1 to 2 or more days faster than you would without that extra zinc-based support. So that's why I love being able to provide you with the best of functional medicine, of course, mixed with ancient wisdom of Ayurvedic and traditional Chinese medicine herbs. So if you've never heard of our Zeldaberry products, we have a product called Zeldaberry Max that you can literally take 3 times or more per day at the onset of a cold or virus, and you can use that for a week to boost the immune system. But Zeldaberry Lozenges is 25 milligrams of zinc, 100 milligrams of elderberry. You could take one of these a day to get your extra zinc in, or simply keep a bottle around, which is what I do, for that little dryness, scratchiness in the back of your throat, or maybe you're traveling on a plane, you're around a lot of people at a conference, and this is a great thing to use for that 3 to 5 days that you may need it. Now, for a cold, you might end up taking it for a week or two to get that 25 milligrams extra per day of zinc, as well as that elderberry extract. Again, both clinically proven. It's an amazing product, and you can check it out right now over at stephencabral.com/Equilife. And believe it or not, we are actually giving away free bottles right now. We have 500 bottles available. They are completely free for the first 500 orders, qualifying orders right now over at Equilife. Find out all the details at stephencabral.com/Equilife, and you can check out both of our Zeldaberry-based products. Take care, everyone.